Hello, Ryan here, aka Mac, and welcome. Welcome back to some more Star Citizen gameplay. I am here again at Astor's Clearing on Microtech. The NPCs are kind of just hovering around like weirdos. And I decided today to do a bit more of this kind of organic gameplay that I enjoy and I tend to do the most, which was like the previous video I put out, where I just check out what is available based on what other players have been doing. I don't tend to do a lot of the missions. Sometimes I do just to sort of kickstart my day, like putting pen to paper, you know, and then seeing where I end up based on what has happened. So what we're going to do, I'm going to jump in my Vulture. We are going to head off over to this Aurora MR, see what's going on there. Sometimes it might just be a player in need of help for some reason. So if I can offer help, I will. Most of the time, it is just an abandoned ship that has already been reclaimed, so it is fair salvage. And I'm just going to do some salvaging. I'm going to do some, see if I can find any cargo lying around and do some looting of the place as well. It is a beautiful morning here on Microtech. Perfectly timed for my start of the day, in fact. Usually when I start to record, it is nighttime. But as soon as I jumped in, I saw the sun was rising, so happy days. I don't think I've got anything in the back. I had to reclaim this ship. Oh, sorry, we do have this box. Last time I was here, this had spawned in with the hand minables. So this just spawns in at some of the... I think Dunborough has one. Astor's Clearing seems to have them. They are pre-placed or spawned, you know, algorithmically in these locations, and we've got 41 hand. I mean, there's a good amount of money here. One of either Dollarvine or Aphorite, I think it might be Aphorite, you cannot sell in bulk for with more than 3 pieces. You have to split them in, you have to sell them in threes, basically, which is a nightmare. Definitely a bug, they'll fix that, but it just takes time, unfortunately. But that's already making us a bit of cash there. Quite a bit of cash, in fact. But let's go and see what this ship has to offer. 1,233 meters away. Let's just scan, see if there's anything popping up. No, I think those markers are probably just minables.
Starboard impact warning. Docking initiated. Docking denied.
But yeah, what a gorgeous morning.
Landing gear up.
Oh, he wasn't far. Not sure why he's down there for. Is there a place to put it down and have a look?
Docking denied. Landing gear down. Deck impact warning.
There's not a lot of space to land, but this one might be alright.
Port impact warning.
Oh, we're drifting a bit.
Deck impact warning.
In fact, it doesn't look like it's in good condition at all. It could have been an NPC bounty that had spawned in that a player has come in and destroyed.
Impact warning. Front
Although
impact warning.
it does look like it could have been player owned.
Landing complete.
It probably won't have any cargo on it because it's an Aurora. You can actually carry cargo on an Aurora though. On its underside.
Offline.
If you Dracta size 1 cargo boxes, you can, I think, attach them. I've not done it myself, but I have been told that it works. So take that as it is. Whoa, we're on a bit of a hill. Let's just not bother closing the door. We're not going to be long. We're on a big hill. We can at least salvage this. Difficult to get to, though. It's a real awkward spot. I wonder if I could tractor it out of there. It might be too nestled amongst the trees, but with it only being an Aurora, it's not too heavy, and my tractor beam on my Vulture might be able to pull it out and put it somewhere a little easier to salvage. In fact, it looks like it's already had a bit of hull scraping going on. That looks utterly wedged. So I think we might end up having to do the server a favour and just disintegrate it. We'll see how we get on. I don't want to get too close in case it hurts me. No weapons. They've been detached by the looks of things. Oh no, hang on. Is that one there? Oh, we've got a Klaus and Werner. Can I get it though? I can. Excellent. We'll take that. I don't know how much it's going to sell for, but... Stay where you are. We might be able to get some cash for that. I think they sell for about 330, which is not great, but it's 330 alpha UEC, so there you go. So this is our first find of the day. As I say, it's just cool going around finding this organic gameplay, and it's only going to increase as players do more things, go more places. There are more options for interacting with ships and vehicles. Now, I'm not... Oh, Jesus. This isn't going to do my ship any good opening the door, but if I can just throw that in, get in there, shut the door up. Oh. Hopefully we'll have a bit better hill climb options. If I can find a ship, you know, 2 size 2 weapons, ship weapons, I might be able to swap them out for my 2 size 1s. Okay, so we can disintegrate this, get it off the server. That'll do the game some good. But we'll keep the door open, get some fresh air coming in. Now, I've got to be quite delicate. What I might try and do is tractor it first. Let's lower our speed.
Launch complete.
I will see if I can get it out of there, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to. Oh, it's coming. Got to be gentle. Don't want to get it locked in. And if we can take this to Astor's, there's a bit of a bigger clearing there, isn't there? So I can at least deal with it in a better way. But we've got to be delicate. Thankfully, we're not far away at all.
Front impact warning.
Right, let's get slowly moving.
Deck impact warning. Front impact warning.
Let's keep it in front of us. I feel like I'm performing a service for the local residents here, cleaning up their rubbish.
Deck impact warning. Front impact warning.
But I will just give it a quick scrape, see if there's anything to take off of it. Because RMC is worth a lot more than the crafting materials. Salvaging beams have no idea what they're doing right now. But yeah, with this dedicated tractor, salvage and repair tool, you can fill up about 3 times what you can with the multi-tool. And a multi-tool single canister of RMC sells for about 300 and something. Oh, there's some gems. I'll have to pick them up as well. So, hang on a minute. Can I drag you closer? What's the button to drag you closer? No, don't rub. Well, that wasn't what I was trying to do. I ended up soft deathing it, I'm afraid. Well, no, not soft deathing it, destroying it. In fact, let's just see if we can get it out of there. I don't want to leave it on top of that. Come on. There we go. So, yeah, I'm not sure how to drag it closer. That's rotating it. Yeah, I can't seem to find the key bindings for using a tractor beam, so if anybody knows, do drop it in the comments if you don't mind, so that I can learn, because I've done it in the past and I just cannot remember what I did, because I think they were in the patch notes, but never mind. Right, so let's just get into hull scraping first. See if there's anything we can take off of it. I'll change that one to the abrade. It doesn't look like there's much left. Oh, there's a bit. But yeah, so as I was saying, the dedicated tractor beam, the sort of two-handed tractor beam, sorry, salvaging weapon, salvaging tool, you can earn essentially 3 times per fill-up of a canister, because the canisters are 3 times the size of that of the single SRT can, or whatever it's called, the RMC can. And if you can sell one of the multi-tool canisters of RMC for about 300 and something, then when they fix the issue with being able to sell these triple canisters, you get about 1,000 per canister. And when it comes to hull scraping, I was scraping my Saber Raven the other day, just to, oh, I think we're pushing that, just to kind of test it out. And it took about 20-25 minutes to fill roughly 9 to 10 of these triple canisters, which if you can sell them for 1,000 each, you're looking at about 10 grand there in about 20 minutes, which is, I would say, roughly the same as hand mining. And that's what they're likely trying to do here, is offer the salvaging option similar to how much you can earn hand mining as well, as the alternate entry option. Oh, we're not actually using that one. For those who want to pursue that instead. So for myself, as Ari Wrath, the Zero to Hero stuff, it's a really great way of earning cash without needing a salvaging ship. But at the same time, you're playing with the organic gameplay rather than with the missions. So it kind of offers some really interesting gameplay where you just never know what you're going to find. And sometimes you might come across... Whoa, that's really sensitive. Sometimes you might come across a ship with a load of cargo, and then you can make a ton of cash from that, right? As I say, I'll do a video on it once 322's hotfix patch on the PTU releases. It is not ready yet. Hopefully we're not waiting too long. There we are. I know people have also been saying that you can repair components in this hotfix patch. And I am yet to have done it. I tried the other day, I couldn't get it to work, so I'm not sure if it was something they brought in, CIG, and then took it out again. But we'll try. We'll keep trying. Alright, I think we're about ready to disintegrate. Let me just check the side.
Deck impact warning.
I don't think there's anything more to scrape. It's only an Aurora. There's not a lot of meat on the bones, I'm afraid. But it gets it cleared. So let's go into fracturing mode. Oh, disintegration. Oh, of course it's destroyed already, isn't it? Here we are. Lovely job. All done. Cleared off the server. A good start to the morning. Now let's just pop it down and we'll get these gems, and then we'll head off to the other 2 locations. One being Dunsborough and the other one being Harper's Point. And just see what players have left for me to eat. That sounds a bit weird. Left for me to salvage. Yeah, I can't see those anywhere. I don't know if they're just accident, like they've fallen into the planet somewhere, but I'm not seeing them, so I'm going to leave them. We're going to head off towards Dunborough and see what we can find around there. Doesn't look like there's any other ships around here.
Landing gear up. Rear impact warning.
So I've just noticed I appear to have quite considerable amount of damage on my ship. I don't know how this has happened. It's either from me clipping into, like, knocking into trees, or I really don't know where any of this has come from. It is everywhere, so we'll do a bit of spot repairs, just to, because I do know that using RMC to repair your ship's damage like this, the physical damage, does improve your hull integrity. So it is important to keep it maintained. I could always just go and get it repaired at a service station or a Shuban station planet side. But I do much prefer doing it by hand. All I can think is this is likely a bug to do with the damage system, because I don't think I've slapped into anything. But we'll see what's here. We'll do a bit of repairing. Oh, there's a river down there, look. Dunborough has quite a lot of rivers around. It's worth checking out. But yeah, once we get down here, we'll see if there's anything around, see what we can loot, and then maybe do some repairing. So this is called Dunborough. There doesn't look to be much around here. Last time we were here, we found that 400i and the Ursa rover, but right now, I am not seeing a single vehicle or anything to loot, it seems.
Front impact warning.
We're getting a bit of a low frame rate.
Port impact warning. Deck impact warning. Front impact warning.
Yeah, nothing around here. We'll put it down and just do a bit of repairing, see if we can fix up the larger holes. I don't know if I've got enough RMC to fix it all though, but we'll try. I know the Greater SRT, which is this dedicated salvaging and repair tool, which is what SRT stands for, will also be able to fix up ships quicker as well. I'm going to ignore that little gem sign. I feel like there's a bug with this. We are in desperate need of this new hotfix patch because the stability of the server has certainly degraded over the Christmas period. Right, so I need a attachment. So there's the weapon. I was going to go and sell it, but I decided I'd wait until we have enough stuff first. So I've got a multi-tool. I need the attachment. So this is the SRT, sorry, the salvaging attachment, salvaging and repair attachment. Let's store that. And then we also need a canister, a full canister. We will probably need more than one. And that's the canister with stuff in it. So let's just put that away. Hopefully it all works as it should. So I decided to just move away from Dunborough because the frames I was getting were not desirable, and I put it down just a little. I think Dunborough's over in that direction, and instead I've moved over to Lakeside. There's a nice little spot here with a basin. Beautiful. And there's actually some hand minables. Oh, maybe not hand minables. I've had a bit of trouble of late with hand minables, with things not basically the rocks, the hand mineable rocks not spawning in, so you can't mine them. So we'll check them out and see if we can hand mine them, but I'm not holding my breath. But while we're here, oh, I mean, that should really be the first spot to go, but I don't know how I'm going to get on there. So we're just going to get fixing up this area if possible. As I say, the servers are a little low right now, so it might not work too well. Or even persist. I've had it where I spent a long time repairing my ship, and it didn't seem to remember. We do need this new patch. because that'll bring some refreshed servers. There we are, that's a little bit done. I think due to the nature of how this server is and how it's not recognizing it too quick, I'm going to leave it. It's more of it's where it's going rather than where it is right now. It is still quicker to go and get repaired. I think eventually, though, cost and whatnot may be better to do it by hand this way for the time being for spot repairs. Right, let me just close this up, go and have a look at these minables, see if there's anything worth mining over here. See if we can even mine them. Be back in a sec. So they're around here somewhere. Kind of flow in there, isn't it? The new water update from Will Hain looks to be being finished off or polished off right now, it was saying in the monthly reports. So, although it might not come with 3.23, which we are waiting to see the update or the roadmap update for that one, I'm hoping it's going to be a first half of this year that we see the water come in, because that water, what Will Hain had done with the developer with water itself is just phenomenal. They're around here somewhere. Let me have a quick scout around, see if I can see them. Oh, look at this river. Oh boy, this place is beautiful. It's just when you start seeing creatures wandering around like a yeti. Talking of which, I know Jared had mentioned that they might not tell us when a yeti, or not a yeti, but a creature comes in. Oh, it is registering, but I think it's way too big. Yeah, I've got no chance. But thankfully, the rock is there. It is visible. What I might do actually is just fly up the riverside, the rivers, you know, along here. Because I have found what appear to be hand minables alongside the river. I think they're likely the ones that aren't spawning in. It could be something to do with how they're generated riverside and just not quite working as intended. But these are too big. That one's quite small, though. Yeah, still way too big for this. These are for the Greycat ROC, which, if you don't know, is a small ground vehicle, wheeled vehicle, that allows you to hand mine. Sorry, to mine rocks like those. It'll be an interesting one driving up here, though. But yeah, we'll fly up the riverside and see if we can see any hand minables, because if they are spawning in, then I'll be able to mine them, and it means that we don't have to always go to a cave to get them. Anyway, I'll be back in a couple of seconds.
Launch complete. Front impact warning. Landing gear up. Front impact warning.
There also seems to be some more geometry issues with some of these parts of the river. They fixed the one that was at Harper's Point, but there's many more that... These are supposed to be, you know, the walls alongside the river. But they are very balked.
Front impact warning.
Let's see about these ones. Get a bit closer. Oh, there's one, it seems.
Impact warning. Starboard impact warning.
It'll be a good test to see if we can actually do it.
Landing complete. Engines offline.
And once we get or FPS scanners, that's going to be a big help as well. Frame rate, something to be desired. Oh, you can actually see it looks like it could be Dunborough over there. We'll have to double check. Now, are you gonna... Oh, it is. It's working! Hand minables by the river. This is wonderful. I mean, it's only aphorite, so it's not worth a lot, but... For a long time, hand minables were only available in caves. So the fact that I'm finding them by the riverside, this opens up another nice opportunity for those who are either new to the game or want to do something a little different. Floating alongside the riversides to see where the hand minables are. Sometimes they're unminable because of the server or because of whatever the bugs are. But this time, they are. Excellent. Come on. Supposed to suck them up like this. Doesn't seem to wanna. Come on! Don't make me do it by hand. So technically that's supposed to just suck them in like a vacuum. But clearly, they're not wanting to. They're lining up though, which is nice. They must be British. They like to queue. There we go. So there is kind of bugs on bugs on bugs at the moment with this build. We are needing this new build to come out and fix as many of these as possible. Oh, I have gathered some stuff. I've picked up a lot of these WoW Blast toys. For no other reason than just... I do like them. As you can see. They're just Securison little toys. I'm going to keep them. I like them. Give them to the kids. Right, well, I'm not going to spend time doing a lot of hand mining. It's just very interesting to see that I can. And that the rocks that spawn at the sides of the rivers are actually hand minables, not rock minables, which for a long time, from my understanding, you couldn't really find many of the hand minables outside of a cave. I didn't know anywhere where you could find them, so they must be part of the spawn logic for these rivers, which is great news. So there's something else we could do. Instead of going into a cave and being in this dark, dingy cave, you can go to rivers and just look around them. And Dunborough is the place to be for rivers. There's a ton of them. Now, where was that light that I saw glimmering? Is that Dunborough over there? Yeah, alright. What I'm going to do is head off to Harper's Point and just see what we can find there. And then we'll figure it out from there, depending on what the findings are. So I'll be back in a few. Right, so it looks like we have quite a few ships and vehicles around here. Wow. This place is flooded with things. We've got a Reliant there just hovering. Is that a terrapin? What is that? There's a terrapin sat there. On a bit of an angle.
Front impact warning.
Got an Avenger there. Oh no, is that a 300? Yeah, that's an Origin 300. And, oh, they're floating again. Excellent. And then there's a 400i there. Anything else?
Front impact warning.
I mean, we might have our work cut out for us here, but that's a lot of gear. I wonder if I can track this down. this is where I want to start. Oops. Let's turn that off. It probably won't if its shields are on. Yeah, it's shielded, unfortunately, so I can't use my tractor beam. But it looks like they're all derelict. If they're all grayed out, from what I've heard, the grey marker means that they've been claimed, so they're no longer owned by the player, which means they're fair salvage. Blue will mean that they are owned by the player, and then obviously red is an enemy target. Let's just put it down and check this terrapin out first.
Front impact warning.
But we've got quite a lot of work cut out for us here. If we can get on board, turn the shields off, we can actually salvage these. This one looks a little awkward. And the door is on the side, so getting in is probably not going to be possible. It does make you wonder how people land like this. I'm kidding, obviously something's gone wrong. Yeah, we'll leave that one. We'll go and check out the 400i. Just scan it as well to see if there's any cargo on board. But Harper's Point has come through. If we can get on board, then I can turn the shields off, I can turn the power off, I can unlock the item ports, which means I can take the weapons. I don't think the components are for supplies on the 400i yet. So I can't take them. Right, so there's 300... Oh, he's off. Misfit. Alright, well, we're not going to be salvaging that ship then. Never mind. Let's take a look at this 300i, which is missing a wing.
Front impact warning.
It's a good job we didn't try and salvage. This is why it's always good to scan. I didn't even realise that was an owned ship.
Complete.
Thing is, it's not coming up with game rules. I don't know how legit this, if it's grey, because I'm sure that 400i had a grey mark. I just think it's unoccupied. I think grey means unoccupied, blue means owned, and red means enemy. And unoccupied can still be legally owned by a player. So I would say always scan, just to be on the safe side. Let's just go and have a look.
Engines.
-2 here. That's pretty much the temperature in real life as well. Shielded. And we ain't going to be able to open it if it's owned. Oh, hello. Well, that's wonderful news. Hang on, let's just... If that's unlocked, then we might be able to open the cargo bay, see if there's anything in there. Nope, close it up quick before it throws it off. Okay, so let's go inside. Once we're inside, it might... Oh, it doesn't tell me if it's owned, does it? I don't suppose you've got any water in your fridge, do you? No. Nothing in the storage. If that's shared storage, it might not be. Alright, well, this is a good one to scrape, considering the 400 I took off. I'm glad I waited.
Origin jump works at your service.
There we are. Power off. Oh, unlock the ports. Damn it. Let me just unlock the ports first. Open the ports. So we'll take the weapons. I don't know what they're worth or if I can even sell them. Chances are I can't because they're likely just default weapons from a player's ship. But I take them just to find out because you never know. They may have swapped them out. I'm not sure what the default loadout for the 300 is. I think it might be a shredder. It's a pretty old weapon, it's the shredder. But thankfully we can scrape the hull. We can make some cash that way. Sell the RMC. It is worth a decent amount right now. Right. I feel like this is going to be quite therapeutic.
Engines online.
I tend to have one with the abrade and one with the singe because it gives a good combination.
Front impact warning.
Are we gonna... What's wrong? Why is it not working? Invalid surface? It's not having it, is it? Let's just see if we can flip it over.
Deck impact warning.
Illegal... Oh, maybe it is an owned ship. Well... I don't know why I can't scrape the hull, though. I should be able to do that, regardless of whether it's owned or not. I wonder if just the 300i hasn't been set up with the surface. But that's disappointing, because there's, I can't scrape the other hulls either. Well, never mind. Let's just make tracks. There is nothing else to be found here. Maybe a bit of looting, but I think the sun is on its way down now. Oh no, there's still a bit of daylight left, quite a bit of daylight. We'll go and see if we can sell those weapons. Maybe we can sell them at Astor's clearing. But if they are default weapons, then the chances are we're not going to be able to. So back to Astor's we go. This is kind of my place where I've been living for the most part of 322. Nothing else here, but what I'm going to do is just park it where I usually park it and then go and see if we can sell these weapons in the back.
Impact warning. Starboard impact warning.
I don't think we're going to be able to, just because they are
Deck impact
the weapons that come default on these ships, which at the moment we can't sell because they want to make sure people aren't just destroying their ship and then selling everything and then respawning their ship again. Which is a shame, but eventually they will be saleable. What I might do is spend a bit of time just trying to fix up the ship, get it as
complete.
unhulled as possible. But it's not been the best. It's not been a bad day. It's not been the best of days, though. I have had days where I've earned a lot more, but then there's been days where there is nothing here at all. When I was jumping in daily, it was, you know, you would scrape everything, take everything, and then you would have to wait for more to come along. Which is, again, purely based on just what other players are doing, or NPCs. If an NPC bounty spawns in, they may attack my ship, a player may come and destroy them, and then I can loot them. Yeah, so they are there, and they register with a price, but I don't think I can sell them. Oh, I can. Wonderful. Alright, so we're getting 1.4 there. And there's two of those, so that's 1.4 for them. So that's a good almost 4,000. Oh, hang on. Is that selling? Oh, that's failed. I think that's because it's not actually there, and it's just registering that it is. So yeah, something you can do as well that I like to do is if I'm looting, if I'm sort of searching around these sorts of places, or anywhere nearby, or if I go further afield and find some loot, maybe we could do that. Might go and do a bunker and then come back here and sell all of the armor and weapons. I can practically live in these places. Oh, we need liquids though. Let's go and get a drink. So the sun is starting to set. We have done quite a bit of repairing. We've still got so much more to go. But we've certainly patched up some good bits. That bit in particular, I need to get on top though to get the rest of it. I'll have a better angle up there. Just gotta find a way of doing it. Maybe with a box somewhere. But yeah, I'll just continue on doing a bit more of this. Getting the ship looking ship shape. And then we'll call it night once the sun has gone in. But it's taking its time because it's not as smooth as it should be. This shouldn't take this long to do. I think there's just a bit of a bug right now, or server degradation, that's causing it to not really register it consistently. But I love this process, and I know as time goes on and we have components to fix, we have, you know, these little marks to polish up, and hopefully a way of painting it as well. That would be nice. We are going to be loving our ships more and more when we have to take care of them like this. Or I will anyway. There we are. But yeah, I'll just carry on fixing the ship up. Wait for the sun to go down completely, and then not a bad day. There we go, that's the empty canister. So I'll probably leave it there for today, and then when I come back in again, I'll do the rest of the repairs, because there's a lot, and I really don't know how it happened. I like that it happened, but obviously it needs to make sense. Like, if I've bashed into a tree, then fair enough. But yeah, what I'll do is I'll head off to the bar and chill out. We've patched up quite a decent amount of it, filling in the holes, especially underneath, getting those welded up. Couldn't do those, unfortunately. And there's a bit on the top of that arm as well. But there was a good chunk here. As you can see, all of that has been repaired, and underneath as well. Still got a little hole there, but we'll get there. But yeah, that's, you know, this is just what I love doing in Star Citizen. It's gameplay that doesn't necessarily need a mission. I'm just existing. And that is going to be what really sells this game, is the ability to just exist in the verse, to live. You don't have to be doing anything. You don't have to be, I'm a salvager through and through. I'm a scavenger. I'm a salvager. I do a bit of mining here and there. I'm a trader. You know, I just do what I need to do when the opportunity arrives. And then just go back to living. And once we can have our own bases, our own homes that we've built, being able to interact even deeper with our ships, with fixing components and hopefully painting the potholes back up. You know, messing with the components and tuning them. Playing with other people. And all the other missions that come along with it. This is going to really open up this year, and I am so excited for it. But yeah, this is what I do in Star Citizen. I highly suggest giving this kind of gameplay a go, because you don't need a specific mission at hand. Just living around in the environment is so much fun. I'll be back once we have the dedicated tractor beam, unless I just want to do a bit more gameplay. I don't know. But once we get the Greycat SRT salvage and repair tool, I'll be back showing off what we can do with it, how you can make money with it. There's a loot box up there. Let's check that out. And add another option into the gameplay that is already pretty enjoyable. The downside right now is that these servers are becoming a bit of a mess, and it can be quite problematic. Let me just put my beer down. Hang on. We need a lot of fixes right now. Or we just need to refresh. We need the servers to be refreshed, because they're not in a good state. Now, has it been looted is the question. It hasn't. Wonderful. Let's move all this into local. Pick up my beer and we'll go and see if we can sell this gear. That rhymes. I didn't mean that to rhyme. But yeah, if you do enjoy this kind of gameplay, please do consider subscribing and helping the channel to grow. I want to bring a lot more gameplay to the channel beyond what I do already, beyond just the Zero to Hero. For those waiting for Zero to Hero, I am waiting for that Grey Cat and a, you know, this new patch to come out, because it's just going to cause too many problems otherwise. But we will continue on doing stuff like this over on Twitch 3 days a week, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday between 2 hours. Oh! That one in neon pink is worth 1,000. Nice. And then this one is 970. So there's a couple of grand already. I'll keep the salvo frag pistol. I'll keep that sight. And I'll keep the liquids. But yeah, we'll be over at twitch.tv/SuperMacBrother. Actually, well, not today. I don't think this is... If this is up on Friday, I'll be streaming later on. If this is up any other day, potentially not. But being Wednesday today, I am streaming this afternoon. And do let me know what your thoughts are. Right now, we have just an alpha with quite a bit of gameplay to it, a lot of bugs, a lot of stability issues, a lot of performance issues. But as the game continues to develop and get fleshed out, it is becoming more and more playable, more enjoyable, with lots more to do, and we just need a lot more stability, which we should be getting with the replication layer, Vulkan server meshing, and optimizing as well, and bug fixing as they go. But, with that said, big thank you to my patrons and channel members for allowing me to do these kinds of things, for helping me to do this stuff. And I'll see you again, hopefully, very soon. As I say, hit that subscribe button. Hit the thumbs up if you don't mind. It does the channel a big favour. And tick that notification bell if you'd like to be notified when my videos go live. Much appreciated. And I'll see you in the verse.